In a world post-COVID, online and blended learning is more important than ever. So as we look to rethink what our classrooms look like, DLAC and the people here are the experts with the strategies and tools to help us navigate the future.
One of the things I noticed at the beginning of the pandemic was that the districts that did the best, weathered the storm, maybe even thrived during the pandemic, were the ones that had options. They sort of knew what they wanted and they had the opportunities to provide the learning that their students needed. Districts that had access to conferences like DLAC really had an advantage.
We were connected to DLAC through a networking opportunity that we had through one of our granting partners, and it led to us really looking into what DLAC was. And when I went to the website, I found this one pager of showing a really good visual on hybrid schooling. And to us, it was something that Rachel and I have been trying to describe, and it's one of the things that we hope continues post-pandemic, this notion of hybrid learning. It's sort of become the norm throughout the pandemic. We're really hoping that that notion of hybrid schooling is something that's here to stay.
The hybrid approach DLAC has taken to their conference this year has been awesome. I love being in person, face-to-face with my peers, but then also having the opportunity to engage virtually with folks around the country. And I like that it also opens the door for people who can't necessarily travel to the conference to still participate in connecting with the DLAC organization, the people here, and the learning that's happening.
The hardest part about online school was the original transition. And this is what I would say to any family who's considering it, is you need to give yourself a full year to really get the lay of the land. I felt like I had moved to a foreign country and I didn't speak the language or know the customs. I didn't know how to turn in my work. I didn't know how to log attendance. And it took me some time to figure that out. But I had very supportive teachers who helped me through that process. My teachers cared about me as a student and as an individual, and they really promoted my success academically and personally. I really loved everything about the online world, and it really helped me going into college because I learned skills that I didn't know were necessary for my success.
Having gone to DLAC in 2019 and 2020, my leadership team made sure that I was back for DLAC 2021. They remembered that this was the conference. I called them from the airport to talk about pandemic planning at a time that nobody else had that on their radar. They knew that the movers and shakers and distance learning attend this conference, and I'll be back every year to keep tabs on what's new and upcoming and what lessons people are learning in this field.